spot or whatever. Yo, what's up? What's up? Back, Dev podcast. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. So I got 7 views on the last podcast. I think it's like 8 now, maybe 9. I don't know. Anyway, look, I don't know who listened to that last podcast, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I'm just playing. I want to know you, but not like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm back again. I have 2 topics that I possibly may go in on or may not go in on. That's your opinion. But from my opinion at the moment is that I have 2 topics and I had another one, but I can't remember. All I remember was I was like in the tub on some like chill shit. And it came to me and I was like, I'm gonna talk about that, but I didn't write it down, which is one of my worst traits is not writing shit down at all. I don't know how to write stuff down when it comes to me sometimes. I think it must be part of my sloth manner. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I have 2 topics. I'm going to talk. We're going to get the podcast started right now. Alright, so I don't know. Look, so I don't want to make this. Okay, so like, you know how when motherfuckers be like, oh my god, I've noticed lately, yada yada has been all over the place, but not really. It's not really all over the place. It's just you see it more often, and it's always been there. Like I've been noticing a lot of fucking news. Not news feeds, but just headlines about UFO sightings. I watched a video or two most recently. One was it was something spotted from an aircraft and kind of looked like a cloud or whatever. Then there was another one for something in another country where the guy had like I don't know. Must have been like some type of like alien in between like the machinery he had on his property or whatever. But anyway, look, it's just I don't want to make this seem like I'm like this conspiracy nut because I don't really care for conspiracies because like I don't know. It's easy for me to look around at like nature, quote unquote, and just kind of put 2 and 2 together and say like I know this has to exist elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because this is here, so therefore something that looks similar to that or something more extraordinary has to be elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Quote unquote, whatever extraordinary is to you, or quote unquote, whatever elsewhere may mean to you. So I don't know. Like I haven't always been like into like UFOs and shit, so to speak. And like I've had access to the internet since I was like I don't know, maybe like 11, 12. And like it wasn't something I always looked up or kind of thought about in my younger years. I mean, I always thought about like what may be going on beyond the clouds and shit or whatever, but like I never really thought deep into it until like my early 20s, being 32 now. I used to think, well, I had this one theory about like extraterrestrial individuals or beings, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I assumed that they weren't. I assumed they didn't look like us. I always assumed they had different type, I guess, features to them. Not like upright, you know, and it wasn't even based off of like shit I seen on The Simpsons, you know, like The Simpsons, you know, they had like creatures on there and shit like that. You know, it's a lot of like, you know, there's a lot of media growing up, or not even media. It was a lot of like entertainment that showed us different views of how aliens could look or could be. I don't know. I just always had this look of aliens being nothing like us. And as I've grown older, I've come to realize something about aliens. And that's that we ourselves, we're damn near alien to most things within our fucking planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird how we're so worried about like what's outside the planet and what could cause threat or what could be a threat to us, not even realizing like how foreign one man is to the next, you know, so foreign. Now I'm not trying to like give the spiel of like, oh, we're a threat to ourselves, but it's just very interesting what you can imagine in your head when you hear the word alien, extraterrestrial, foreign being, whatever term you use, UFO, whatever. And the reason I brought up the topic is because I didn't want to sit here and just go through stories of what is and what isn't. It's more so just the idea of why anything would even want to come near us. Like, what would be the reasoning for something outside the planet to make contact with us? Because, it's easy to look at these videos and the instant fear of these things dwelling in the sky, hovering above us with this superiority. But I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it as like a reign over the things that aren't technically as advanced as we are. I don't really view, I guess, these foreign things or whatever you want to apply, whatever title you would like to apply to them. I kind of view it as, to me, I feel like it's all possibly just one big experiment. It's like this, and we all know, we heard of the test tube experiment thing. Not even test tube experiment thing. What am I talking about? We've heard of, like, experiments that are done here on the planet. So you have to put two and two together and say, why wouldn't something elsewhere use us as an experiment to some degree? And now, this is not to cause fear, but who would we be to be angry at a race of beings with more advanced technology to be experimenting on us visually? And I guess you could say psychologically too, because to even show themselves in that manner in a vessel or some aerodynamic, object, it could be a lot on the brain if you're not used to that type of shit. It could be very stressful. Like, in my younger years, thinking about aliens and extraterrestrials, I would have this fear, this gut wrenching density in my stomach, just thinking about, like, if they came down and just attacked us, like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? What the fuck I'm gonna do? And, like, even my mind at the time was like, what the fuck are those individuals on the planet here with the advanced techs gonna do? What are you gonna do? How you gonna combat something that may have a superior weaponry than you? And if they don't, maybe their superiority comes in the form of letting things happen to them so they can advance from that. So they, type shit. I don't know. That's where I used to think like that. But, like, I don't know. I feel like the things that may be outside of our planet are friendly, and they have intent to not cause fear, but fear may be something that they are not aware of, which is why possibly they show up the way they do. Because, okay, if I was an extraterrestrial and I came upon a planet, personally, I don't think I would land somewhere where I know there are things that have sight. I wouldn't be around anything that's breathing. I wouldn't want to land or be around anything that's breathing, because I wouldn't want to cause hysteria. But if you are a race of being that holds no fear, because you're not even aware of what fear is, because we know fear is something that's not man-made, but it's more of it's human aware, if that makes sense. It's something humans are aware of. And I can't say whether or not they are even knowledgeable what fear is, but I'm sure they have their own language in which they explain when the blood boils, or even not actually boil, but, like, just when that density kicks in to your fucking nervous system. Just, I'm sure they have a term for that, because you can't assume they call it fear. It may be something like something else. It's something. It's got to be something, whatever it may be. And look, let me just say, I don't have extensive knowledge on UFO information like that. I'm not here to give out any, like, bad data. I'm not basing this off of data. Like, all around, I've seen videos. I haven't read a lot into the accounts and sightings from other individuals. That's not something I've done. Why? Because I have not cared to read about other people's opinions of things they've seen, because most of the time it's the same spiel. I seen something in the whatever. I seen something yada yada. Now, granted, that's a little ignorant to say I don't want to read into it, but I have a very imaginative mind, and I have a consciousness towards things that aren't me, which is strange. And when I say not me, I don't mean like I don't mean that from like an egotistical standpoint. I mean that from like from a genetic standpoint. Like you can when you can just imagine some shit and look at it and be like, oh, you don't have the same genetics at all, but still have no fear towards it and just be like, all right, cool. And if you had to deal with it, I feel like I could deal with having to, come in, not cahoots. I'm about to use a stupid ass word. I can deal with not having to. What am I saying? I done lost my motherfucking thought here. I can deal with other things that may not be of the same genetic makeup of me, I feel. And I'm basing this off my imagination in a way, or in places I have taken my brain and thought and just like tunnel visioned out and just thought about like, what would it be like to be face to face with something that may be inferior and or superior to my genetic makeup. And it's very interesting to think about, you know what I'm saying? Um this topic is one that, is very controversial. It's just it's the one that really strikes fear. I don't know. I'm trying to think like that of the like what's at the top of the totem pole for things that will give the most alert to humans or make the human mind be the most alert, other than like I guess what, food, death, what, and I would say probably UFOs, unidentified objects, something that you can identify with, would give the most. I mean, there's other people that would have other benchmarks, but me, I don't know. Yeah, UFO wouldn't strike any type of fear into me. If I looked up on the news and it said there's a food crisis going on, which there is, like that's why motherfuckers are doing genetically modifying shit. Like I didn't even think about that. It's like, no, I fasted before, so like if it ever came down to that, I would fast. But currently, like I'm not gonna do that. We ain't gotta go there. We ain't gotta go there right now. And I feel like I should have brought this in a little later because I want to talk about dieting. But anyway, we gonna dial back on that. But anyway, so I was thinking about something. So the video that I seen most recently, I believe it was taken by someone within the military. I always have a hard time like what do you call them, like the armed force, like the men of war, armed forces. It was somebody in like one of those fighter jets that took an image. It might have just been like a regular aerodynamic vessel. They took an image, not even an image, a video of something shooting through the clouds and upward. I don't know. I swear those videos to me look the same every time. It's so far off, and I'm sure there are better visually seen videos out there, but like, but the ones they put out, that they can't show that strong a detail. But I don't know. I just noticed something with the videos. It's that it's always the same. It's always the same angle. And I don't think like it's like some type of trickery of some sort. You can assume that, but it's like they put it out for a reason, other than of course to cause hysteria. The videos have been pouring out because they want to dial down the senses of individuals to not be so fearful of the things that are in this world and outside of this world, within this universe, if you want to call it that, within this space and time where our planet is housed. I feel like we could be at the point where they are ready to just let people know, like, look, this, Like, look, I understand you follow Jesus, yada yada. I understand this. You follow Allah, yada yada. You follow Buddha, yada yada. But you need to realize, this is me speaking for these people, which I probably shouldn't be doing. You need to realize we exist here. And this thing over here exists as well. Don't look at it. Don't look at it in the eye. It exists. Calm down. I know it looks crazy. Yes, I know. It looks crazy. But you need to just accept. Look. You think that's crazy? You have a dog. You have you house something that can kill you. Literally. You have a better chance of living combating the fucking human opposed to a dog. If a dog wigs out, you done. You could possibly live. I guarantee a dog can kill you before a human will. Let me not single out dogs, but there's people with way crazier shit in their motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you flipping out about a fucking still image of something that's like 30,000 fucking miles from the camera that was taken, or the camera that took it. Meanwhile, you live in a wooded area. There's fucking cougars running around that can fucking kill you. You ain't scared of that, but you scared of this shit 1,000 miles from you. And so that's why I feel like they are incorporating these UFO sightings into the media, because they just want people to like just woosah. Look, nigga, like, look, this shit real. Okay, look at us. Like, I don't think some people look at themselves. Like, you ever just look at your hands, like this ain't. I mean, this is normal, whatever. I can't say it ain't normal, but it's like, it's just strange. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't the first. You know what I'm saying? My set of hands wasn't the first. You ever think about that? Your set of hands wasn't the first set of hands. Your hands have evolved over time. The hands weren't always this durable. You know what I'm saying? Like, very strange. You think the hands could always clap? Ball of fist, a tight fist, tight enough to if you hit something, the bones won't break behind. You like, think the hands have always been like that? I don't think they have. We have evolved. So therefore, it is time to evolve within. And that's why I feel like they're just trickling it out here and there. Just like, all right, everybody, it's time. It is time for you motherfuckers to stop acting like bitches, acting like you niggas ain't got tigers in your motherfucking house. Like, that's some crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just very strange. Very strange, the things we fear. The simple things we fear as humans. They're very, very, very strange. Now, before, I don't think I mentioned it, but I brought up, like, so in my early 20s, it was kind of when I started, like, I guess, giving my thought to extraterrestrials, things outside of the planet, yada, yada, yada. Look, we're not talking about, like, I'm not talking about the entire civilization, but just the idea of why, and this could be a whole nother podcast, and just the idea of why anything would want to give notice to us. Now, me being who I am, I feel like it's some ego shit. You know, it's some flex shit. That's just, you know, update it a little bit. Some flex shit. If you got the ability to cut through the sphere of another planet, that's some hard flex shit. That's some hard flex shit. You know, like, 'cause I'm trying to think about, like, what planet, or Saturn. You know, Saturn's covered in storms. So, like, the sphere of Saturn is like storms all over the fucking, like, all through. But I had this assumption there has to be a weak point where you can get through, like, some weak point where you can cut through. Because, you know, not everything ain't solid in this world. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't solid. You know what I'm saying? Like this laptop right here. I could drop this motherfucker a few times and it'll still be good. But I guarantee if I hit it or drop it in the right spot, that motherfucker, it will break into a few pieces. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, there's something real flex-like about being able to cut through the sphere. Like, and just pop up on a civilization, you know what I'm saying, and just look around. Because The only account I remember, and look, I know there has to be other accounts where individuals maybe may have claimed to be attacked. And these facts I should be stating, but this ain't the podcast where we state shit like that. But I am stating facts of how I feel. This is the facts of how I feel. If these things were to attack us, wait, that's not what I was saying. Damn, I done lost what the fuck I was saying. Oh, okay. I remember now. What I was saying was, it's a strong flex to be able to cut through the sphere of another planet, and you could look at it as something egotistical, but dialing back, it could just be part of an experiment of how they introduce themselves to other civilizations. You can assume they show up and talk to those in power. But if I was of a superiority to where I can cut through, like I said, a sphere of a planet, I'm not going to the leaders. I don't need to go to the leaders. I'ma just know where I could house myself within the height of, the sky, the said sky. I'm gonna identify where the ground is and say I'm not going anywhere near the ground. And if I do, see, that's a whole nother conversation. It's one thing to be up in the sky type shit and just flying around and you're seen by civilization, but it's another thing to be close, damn near close to the ground, or even land on the motherfucking planet. Now, can you assume they've been there before, or is it just dialing back? Like I said, is there some superiority type shit? Is it just that? Is it just saying is that the stamp that shows like, look, I'm just gonna land here. We've been here before, long before y'all ever gave a damn about what the fuck we were doing or had going on. It's almost like I said, it's a stamp showing like I don't need your permission to land somewhere where my ancestors have landed. You know what I'm saying? It's like my roots date back to Africa, but like I can't just pop the fuck up in Africa someplace. I'm gonna have to have some type of identification and like some approval type shit. I can't just pop up in Africa. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? The fuck? And like, I could go there to travel, but like, I gotta get a fucking passport. I gotta book a hotel. I can't just pop up on some village. They're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing here? But it's a little different when you don't look like nothing on the motherfucking planet that you're attempting to house yourself on or visit, but the flex is the vessel that you come with, or even the flex is how you look. You look nothing like anything that you land, or you look nothing like anything on the planet that you landed on. So it's like, this is my identification. I don't need your permission to be here. Is it like that with them? Is it that egotistical with them? Sorry, egotistical. I keep using that word. Is that the superiority with them? There's my identification. I don't need you to tell me where I can land, motherfucker. I've been here before. You know what I'm saying? My great yada yada came here, but it wasn't to show off. They came here with good reason. Now it's like, we just come here just to see if y'all ready to, accept. Are you ready to accept us? You know what I'm saying? I accept what may be out there. But I'm a bit fearful of those who may not accept it, and they may not attack the said being that is seeking acceptance, quote unquote, but they may attack the individual who looks like them and get the question, why are you accepting them? Type shit, coining them as demonic, coining them as not godly. That's the funniest way to phrase some shit. That isn't godly. What's not godly about something that you can clearly see that may walk on two feet or two legs like us? 2 feet too. What's ungodly about that? You're not using your brain. It's walking on 2 feet. What do you think? What's ungodly about that? Hysterical. Hysterical. What's ungodly is the individual not realizing what's in front of them. Creation. Creation. Not Krayshawn. Creation. I didn't say Krayshawn. Gucci. That's a fire record though. Creation, my man. Creation is nuts. Creation is nuts, and you don't need much of an identifier outside the realm of go outside and just look at shit. Like, this is crazy. Sticks on the ground. Look at this shit. This look like my cousin. This stick look like my cousin. Like, why does my cousin look like this stick? Why does the stick? Your cousin look like the stick. The stick don't look like your cousin. You get what I'm saying? The stick looks like your cousin. A stick was here before us. Anyway, so this podcast is about absolutely nothing, right? Am I attempting to give facts? Yes. These are facts that come from me, Devon, Devhueman. I hate that name. I might change that. Anyway, UFOs are very interesting. I used to more so care about like the vessel they would appear in if they were to come down. I don't really care about that. Like, I don't care about the vessel. It's more so like, it's like the internal of the thing. It's like, yo, why are you so comfortable with just showing up? You know what I'm saying? Not even like on some anger type shit. It's like, why are you so comfortable showing up? Why are you so comfortable just showing up? Oh, it's because you've been here before, or you were told how to be when you come here. Because maybe those who came before you, woo, take me to your leader. I'd be like, I don't know how to explain this to you, but like, there's a lot of coded, guard. There's a lot of coded guardship here. I don't think my leader will fuck with me like that. I'm gonna be honest. You can't tell alien that. You can't tell the extraterrestrial like, yo, the person who leads this land I live on don't like people who look like me. And he may not like people who look like him either, just to be honest, because I feel like people at that level probably don't like nobody. Like in order to be a ruler, you can't like you don't like everybody except the motherfuckers around you that's keeping you up type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a ruler, you don't like everybody. Trust me, you don't. And if you do, you ain't gonna last long. Some nigga gonna pop you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get popped. Some nigga gonna kill you or come for your throne. But anyway, what the hell do I know about being a king or a ruler? Absolutely nothing. But I can tell you this: they come here for a reason. Are they told to come here? Why are they told to come here? Are they trying to rise up in consciousness by mingling with us, quote unquote mingling, just showing up in the mix? What are they trying to rise to? Maybe they have their notions about us as humans, which they have every right to, based off the fact that we have created bombs that could split the fucking planet in two. We have that type of stuff. So I said we. There are other individuals who I don't have that stuff. Let me just note that I do not have WOMD. I don't have that. I don't know how to create that. I just want to note that I do not have WOMD. But there are people on the planet that do, which is very, very, very strange. Very strange to think about. But I'm not in fear of it because that shit ain't nowhere near me. And trust me, the only reason it's built is to take out numerous, not just one. Ain't nobody gonna drop an A-bomb on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it just, like, I don't care. Just kill him and kill everybody around him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that serious. I'm not that type of individual. But it would be very, very, very scary if you were that type of individual. And you have, anyway, let me not go there. Let me not go there. Who knew? Let's not go there. Let's not go there. I want to go there. I might use that for another podcast. Could you imagine being like, target, like the number one target interest in the world? Everyone one's after. Like, we ain't gonna go after that. We ain't gonna go after that. How do you get out of that situation? I'm not gonna go there. I don't want to go there. Do you go underground? No. You take the fuck off the planet. That's how. Let's see. I don't want to get into that. See, they got my mind running again. Look. Anyway. So I don't have this extensive knowledge of UFOs at all, right? I'm just reminding you that, okay, I am not the data man when it comes to unidentified objects. I'm not the data man, because most of that data is just accounts of what other people have seen. I stumble a lot with my words. I'm sorry. It's just, sometimes I have to slow down my speech. But it's, I don't know. I feel like I didn't explain something I said earlier. I think it was something about like in my early 20s how I used to look into like UFO type shit. But I'm trying to like dial back on exactly what I was speaking about. The understanding. So I was ignorant, more ignorant once, right? I used to say we were left here. Oh shit! I used to say us as humans, and this is for everybody, not just chocolate men like myself. Like everybody, I said we were left here. The humans that remained on the planet were left after they did something that needed to be done for themselves, something that furthered them. I assume they came to this planet for something in particular, because we house elements within our planet, as well as the fact that our planet is made up of elements as well, but elements are housed on our planet, so you can assume there are things on our planet that is of a high commodity elsewhere. And like there's been movies like this, they come looking for gold or looking for diamonds or looking for some type of chemical, some type of chemical that is like scarce where they're from. They come here and it's like, you guys have water everywhere. It's like, type shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You have fucking H2O everywhere. Like, yes, nigga. Look, nigga, it come out my motherfucking sink right here. The fuck? You need this? Y'all scarce here. You want a cup, nigga? Like, you have to think, well, I used to think like that. Like, they came for something that is so easily accessible to us. And it's very strange. It's very strange to think about. But I think the worst part of this all may be that not us, but there is something on this planet that they can and will never tell us is of a high commodity to all living things that breathe in carbon, oxygen, etc., hydrogen, possibly. Could be something here that they have not been approved by their leadership to give notice to, or I guess to give us notice to, for whatever. You ever wonder what that could be? What it could be? What do you think it is? I'm not a scientist. I don't study all the chemicals that have been found. Yes, I've seen the periodic table, yada yada yada. Just like I know and I feel there are elements that have been undiscovered and unidentified, etc. But maybe they come here for something so specific, and that's not say us. Like they come here to crush us into a fucking juice and drink us. Like, yeah, I think I've seen some shit like that before. Movies, you gotta watch. You got not watch, but you gotta be careful with what movies you watch, because that could really fuck with your imagination. And then you look back years later and be like, my imagination came from movies, and not like just you sitting down and thinking about some shit, or just simply looking out your motherfucking window at the little the sticks, and, the little clippings of grass, and just the sun, and how the cloud is moving, and just this little weird nigga that walk down the block every day around this time. Just like little simple shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And now I wonder, what is that component? What is that compound that they look for? Or what is the compound that they need, that they come here for? What is it? What is it? What is the compound? What is it? It's got to be something. It's got to be something probably of no use to us. But you know us, you know what I'm saying? If they told us, we would act like we could use this, you know what I'm saying, type shit. It's like a fucking like what's some shit we don't care about? Spatulas. I don't give a fuck about no spatula. But if we found out like these people, they need spatulas. It's the build, the architect of it is used to hold, like, you know what I'm saying. Then everybody would be like, oh, I'm about to create a spatula line. You know what I'm saying? Like, we probably would jump up and be like, we need it. And it could be something of use, but more than likely, it's probably nothing of use. It's probably nothing of use to us. But they know us and how we are. And I say us, I mean everybody, inclusive. They know how we are. You know what I'm saying? And if they told us, and then we would act like we need it, and then probably it would cause some other reason for us to battle them, or to just be angry. Just be another reason for us to be angry. So they probably, I guess they care. Do they care? I guess extraterrestrials care. Maybe they care. They care about us. Those things outside the planet possibly care about us. They don't care enough because they show themselves, which we haven't fully proven yet. I haven't seen it, so I can't say, but I'm here. So, and I know I'm nowhere as intelligent as something that's been around longer than I have, even if it doesn't speak. You know what I'm saying? What is my intelligence compared to water? Water's been around long before I have. Who am I to say I'm smart? I'm smart. No, that pool of liquid over there is way more intelligent than you would be, because it's still existing and it replenishes itself. You know what I'm saying? Very strange to think about sometimes. I equate water to a lot of things. I know there's other things you can. Yeah. Very strange. Who am I? Who am I to say I'm more intelligent than water? Fire. Air. Air? Come on, bro. Airhead? Yes, I'm a fucking airhead. I'd rather be an airhead than a human head. Next time somebody call you airhead, be like, thank you, I am. Air is way more intelligent than you, because it knows when to disappear and it knows when to show up. And it knows how to get people to fuck up. Knows how to move some shit. It knows how to house some shit too. Like, oh, you want to live? Here you go. Again, I know nothing of the human existence. These are just facts from me. Devhueman, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I like cussing sometimes. But sometimes my conscience kicks in and it be like, bro, you cuss a lot. And you know what they say here on Earth? They say, if you swear a lot, that shows your lack of intelligence. But no, it just shows that I am preferring to say fuck before everything. And to call this thing a nigga. I have a rack of bananas right here. These niggas are wrapped up right now, but I'm gonna eat these niggas eventually. Don't say it like I just want to say it like that. I'm sorry. I know it comes off ignorant. I'm sweating right now. Oof. I'm fucking sweating on the counter. This is gross. Ugh. This is gross. Anyway, so I had the idea to talk about dieting, which is funny because I'm a little overweight. But I kind of get why I wrote that now, because technically I am dieting from the other conversations that you are used to having. No. This is, the topic is UFO, but I'm not just sitting here talking about the hysteria. I don't care for the hysteria, because like I spoke earlier, I don't think they want to harm us. They would have no reason to harm us. And I don't want to assume we are playthings as well. Now, you hear experiment and you think they're playing with us. No. That's not. No. They're not playing. They're not playing. It's no different than you making a smoothie and spinach off in the corner like, these niggas really playing. No. The motherfucker, I'm experimenting with making myself more healthy. I'm not doing this just because you off in the corner watching me blend up your cousins. No. I'm experimenting because I'm trying to better myself in a way. I believe they are trying to better themselves in some way by showing up to us, possibly. Now, you can't assume it's just one race of things. Like, it's not just one race of like these beings with these aerodynamic vessels that visit us. It has to be different. It's to be different, I guess, different cuts of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's different cuts of them. It's gotta be. With different opinions and different ideas and different feelings. And I feel like the ones who don't fuck with us like that, who don't fuck with other beings, they don't come anywhere near us. And I hate to single us out to make us seem like we're this superior race of beings, but we have a superiority about us. Because there are individuals on the planet who take off of the planet to do things to better the planet. So therefore, that is a superior thing that we hold. But I don't know what the fuck they be doing out there all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's none of my business because I don't fund none of that shit. It may be a little different. If I funded it, I want to know everything. I want to know what it smell like. I want to know why you smell like. I want to know everything. If I was that type of individual who funded that. But I'd be funny like that. But anyway. Oh, you found... Okay, that's cool. You farted at 4:37. What was that? Wait, what were you eating before that? No. Anyway. I don't know why I would want accounts of stuff like that written down. But it'd just be funny to bring up later in life. Like, yeah, maybe you took a shit up there in that vessel that I'm fucking... Anyway, look, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Damn. Oh, I feel like the ones that don't care for the human race don't bother. And I feel like they may be at that level of consciousness where they're like, why do I need to go there? Guns blazing. And not even kill everybody. Just kill like one or two. Like, that's stuff... I don't want to put that off on us. That's like... some shit we do, you know what I'm saying? It's like we go somewhere for a reason, usually for something there that's of a use. You don't kill everybody. Sometimes you just kill a couple and be like, hey, I'm coming back. Watch that. We coming back. It ain't ready yet, so that's when we're gonna come back when it's more ripe. Whatever that thing may be. Watch it. I killed your sister. I kill that bitch too. That other bitch over there, don't fuck with me, type shit, you know. And I know that's very harsh, but it's reality. It's reality, and that's how you instill fear into others, a superiority of that magnitude, I guess you could say. Now, after saying stuff like that, I just want to recant. I am not somebody that is 100% factual based, but I am trying to give the facts of how I feel about things, and I'm not trying to make harsh assumptions on the human race, because we are kind in our own way. I know I'm kind, but I've done things. I know others have done things, but they're kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. It's okay. You stepped on an ant. Who cares? You stepped on a fucking ant. That nigga was probably crazy anyway. What the fuck you doing over here by yourself? You know what I'm saying? You ever see an ant just walking by itself, like on the concrete? You look around, ain't no more ants. It's like, this little nigga crazy. What the fuck you doing? Is he crazy or is he explorative? Maybe he's just like, I'm going to explore some shit. I can't just coin him crazy. But look, you out here by yourself. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. And I don't intentionally do that, but like sometimes you walk in, you may look down right when your foot step on the shit. Be like, oh shit. Do you think there's beings out there like that? Do you think that when they pop up, they don't think about like who may see them? When they do see us, it's too late. They fly by real quick. Oh shit. Like, damn. He probably ain't gonna go home to his family. He know, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Do you think they think like that? I don't know. I think like that. I've stepped on shit before, and as I stepped on it, like, damn shit. Or you try to like try to care for something, like, all right, I'm throw this out the window, but you crush it. It's like, ah, shit. You think there's beings out there like that who have the care for us, but they don't truly know how powerful they are. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know how powerful they are. I'm not capping for these people, these things, these whatever you want to coin it as. I'm not capping for them because they may not have our best interests, but unfortunately, you have to accept the best interest is for them to retrieve whatever it is they need to retrieve, and I'm more than likely, if they're at that level, it's data. When these scientists who deal with space exploration, I think I said that right, who deal with that, they don't just go up there to fart in peace. They're going up there to collect data. When they go out to other planets, they're doing it to collect data. I'm sure there's a little play there, but it's a lot of money that goes into these things. So it's data. They're going out there to collect data to bring back to better whatever. So I assume in this day and age, if they appear, it's data based, nothing more. They're collecting information to take back to their their superiors, who I guess analyze that type of stuff. You know, why are they analyzing it? Do I need to be a pessimist about it? Should I be pessimistic about it? Should I? Should I? They have this data on us. Yeah. These niggas wake up at 8 o'clock. Well, why you need to know that? There's probably people like that. Like, why do you need to know what time I wake up? You know what I'm saying? We like that with ourselves. It's like, how you know I like peanut butter? On one side, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's people like that, like, be like up in arms, like, how does motherfucker know I like crunchy peanut butter? Pissed off, fist on the fucking, you know what I'm saying, on the table. So you have to think at that level. It's like, how do you think they feel about the information we have on them? And what information is that? They walk upright, or maybe they have numerous limbs. They have aerodynamic vessels. They come here. What else is there to it? What else is there to it? There's more. There's got to be more to it. But I don't give a damn about what you put on your motherfucking bread, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my ignorance and how I explain things. I don't give a damn about how you spread your peanut butter on bread. I don't give a goddamn about how you spread your peanut butter. Why would I? So why would they give a damn about how we spread our peanut butter? They're here for a reason. And it's not to ask, why the hell are you cutting that shit like that? But there may be those types out there. And maybe they've shown up in the past. You know what I'm saying? We think about like times now. We've been on this planet for a long time. So I feel like they have the type of consciousness to show up or maybe they have shown right at the beginning of human life. Maybe they showed up at the beginning of human life. And the reason for them to do so would have been data-based, to accumulate, not even accumulate, but to give awareness to something that they knew would last a very long time. A very long time. So therefore they're like, we don't really need to show up. And by we, I mean those who were at the front of their civilization. And they may have warned them, like, look, all right, so my cousin Craig is a little fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But he cool. He might pop up because he just like he likes to explore. Like that nigga over there with the weird hat that y'all got. He likes to explore. So excuse what may come after me, and that may have been why they did that. Excuse what may come after me. Please excuse them. They are curious, not like us, but they are curious type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is that me? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. They are curious, but not like us. We won't be watching, but like I told you, my cousin might pop up and it look crazy, but he's not gonna hurt you. But he's crazy. He's like, yeah, I'm using that word because I know how y'all like to throw that off on each other. Crazy, out of the norm, out of the box, to left of the box, whatever type shit. Very interesting. Very interesting way to be for them. Here I go making assumptions about a race of things I've never met, or a creation of something, a created specimen who may not even think like that. I can't just assume. No, they just collecting data. They probably play too. They play, but the type of play they have, it be like, this is scary. You know what I'm saying? This is how y'all play type shit. Y'all play like this. The fuck, It's one thing to be shooting rocket launchers at each other, but it's like, my nigga, you cut through the sphere of our planet. This how y'all play? Well, nice to meet you, I guess. Y'all gotta leave. That's how some people probably like, y'all gotta leave. Like, y'all came from the sky? God damn, nigga. Y'all came down from the motherfucking sky? And this is probably someone that's like, I ain't cut through the sky yet. How the fuck you cut through the sky? I ain't supposed to be cut through the sky. Y'all ain't supposed to be doing aerodynamic tricks like that. How you go like this to this that quick? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not dick riding extraterrestrials. That's weak. I care for humans, but I also hate how some humans may feel about extraterrestrials or other creations within this pool we call life, because there are many different creations that seep out of the pool of life, and unfortunately some people think just themselves and Jesus Christ. But anyway, this is not me bashing religion. I care for those who have their grip. Religion is a grip, and I care for those who hold on to that grip, because them as humans deserve to have a fucking grip, because some people lose grip very easily, and you have to give hand claps to individuals who hold on to their religious grip for so long, because it keeps them humble. It keeps them in a place within. It keeps them in a place within where they need to be in order to navigate through this world. I ain't gonna lie. No, like thinking back, it sounded like I was capping for this other creation, but I don't know. Maybe I have this internal thing where I feel like if I speak well of them, they won't come at me. Like, they listening. They gotta be listening. They listening. You know what I'm saying? It's like they have this list. When they invade, they have this list. They're like, all right, so we're gonna hit this section, we're gonna hit this. Oh, no. This my nigga right here. No. He cool. No, we ain't gonna go there. Nowhere within a 1,000-mile radius of him. He good. That's not how I think, but that would be very funny to think like that, He cool. He cool. No. 1,000 miles out from him, don't touch nothing. Okay, leave him alone. He cool. He gotta be around cool people, right? Yeah, he was talking about us. He called us data-based. He called us data-based beings. Come on, man. He ain't no threat to us, man. He cool. His friend sitting there like, boy, this nigga here. I don't know why they put. Damn, that's why they partnered me up with. No, I'm just. Wow, no wonder I'm partnered with you. Damn. Oh man, UFOs. I don't know why I be thinking like that. It's funny though. It's just humor. It's all humor. One of the best things to house within the human body, mind. Humor. It's humor. Well, to some people, this ain't humor. To some people, like, make me talking like that. Ain't nothing funny about that. We the only things that exist here. Yeah, you're right. The only type of things that feel this way, probably. Yeah. So you're right. Technically, you're right. We are the only things that exist here, and unfortunately, my build is just like we breathe in the same thing. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm just like you. Fuck, I have the potential to be. I'm listening to you, so that's why I guess I'm just. Oof. That's not hatred. That's not hatred for your own kind. That's not hatred at all. It's not hatred. It's just a way of looking at things. It's like, yeah. But then you have people that be like, I gotta kill that person because I don't want anybody thinking like this individual. He's not Christ-like enough. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. That's usually what it downpours to. It downpours back to religion. This person isn't yada yada enough. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be that. You think it's like that with them? They show themselves, right? They have revealed themselves to us, so is there a comparison? Maybe. Is there a comparison? They're kinda like us. Not like day-to-day shit, wake up at 5, go work out, go to work, whatever your routine may be, you know what I'm saying? Serve a pack, sell some ass, whatever it is, whatever your routine is. There's some type of similarity that they can relate with to us. In order for them to even come here, there's some similarity. There's a similarity that they have for us. Something within. It's more than likely it's within. For some, it has to be within, but for others, it could be like external things. This person grows this type of mango here. This person builds this. This person has this very strange way of putting together its outer garments. It could be that, type shit. It could be cool stuff like that. That has them of interest to us. More than likely it's something so simple. We think intricately about it, but I guarantee it's something so simple. To most, if they ever explained it, it would be something so simple. It's probably nothing that complex. It's got to be very simple. To most, and complex to others. We're here for water. Okay. Why they want our water? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why they need that much? Why do you need it in that type of container? Those are the intricacies, possibly. It's very, very strange to think about. I respect creation. I might talk about creation on another podcast. Creation. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of my conversation. So I'm gonna go get into my spaceship. Looking ass nigga. Now I'm finna go work out. But thank you for listening to the podcast. And what the hell people be saying at the end? I don't know. Bye.